Hi guys, how are you all? And I welcome you all on my YouTube channel. My name is Shiny, and as you all are familiar that I upload my videos related to career and education every week, probably on alternate days. Today we will be doing something different and this will be very much exciting. Also, you can see that I'm all dressed up. Now you all must be thinking why I am all dressed up today, because today I will be giving my online interview for cabin crew. This interview will be for an international airlines, and that is the reason I'm all dressed up. I also thought why not to make this video, record this video for all the aspiring cabin crew girls or boys, and that is the reason today I'm recording this video. Okay, I will be sharing my experience. I will also be trying to make you understand the basics of this interview. I will also tell you about many important questions that can help you to practice and then give this interview. Okay, this will be a personal online interview and I will be sharing my experience of this with you all. Okay, so just get ready and fasten your seatbelts, and I really do hope that you all will enjoy this video. So guys, I have just finished this online video interview with this international airlines, and as I promised you all that I will be sharing my experience after I finish this interview of mine. I'm recording this video in complete English because English is very much necessary. Today I have understood the value of English language in my life, and I'm seriously telling you all that if you don't know English, then please take English classes. English is an universal language, and you should know how to talk in English. If you want to become a cabin crew, if you want to join airlines, if you want to become an airport ground staff, you should know how to talk. You should know how to communicate in English. Okay, so first and the foremost thing, you have to learn English. English is so much important if you want to join the airline sector. Okay, so the first thing which I want to tell you all, first of all, why I'm recording this video right now. I'm recording this video because everything is all fresh in my mind, so that I will be telling you all everything in brief. If I recorded it earlier, then maybe I can miss many things that can be beneficial for you all. Okay, so the first thing which you need to keep in mind is that you have to be a very confident person. Confidence matters the most. Okay, if you are not confident, then obviously you will get rejected again and again and again. I don't know whether I will get rejected or they will accept me, but let's be positive. Okay, and the first thing is that you have to be a confident person. Second of all, as I've told you all, that English matters the most. So English language is a compulsory thing. It should be a compulsory thing in your life. If you don't know English, I'm again saying join any English speaking classes. It will be very much beneficial for you all. And if you already know how to communicate in English, then hallelujah, you are a very lucky person existing on this whole earth. I'm seriously saying this. Okay, so the third thing which you need to keep in mind, that you have to be dressed up formals. I'm wearing formals right now. I'm wearing this shirt. This is a formal slightly pinkish shirt, and with this I'm wearing my knee-length skirt. If you don't have a knee-length skirt, then do buy a knee-length skirt. You can purchase it online. You can purchase it from Flipkart. You can purchase it from Amazon. If you don't want to purchase online, or you're not a person who loves to purchase these stuffs online, especially the dresses, the clothing, then you can visit any of the good stores if it's located near your house. Because if I talk about this knee-length skirt, it was very difficult for me to it became very much difficult for me to purchase, so I purchased it from Van Heusen here in Hazratganj. I purchased it from there. So if you are having the chances to purchase this, you can purchase it from there. I'm very much sorry for these noises coming on. Some construction work is going on near my house, so I'm very much sorry for that. Okay, so I've told you about the dress code. It should be formals. You have seen my makeup. This is the same makeup which you have to do for your cabin crew interview. If you have long hairs, then do make a bun. This was the best I can do, because I'm not a professional makeup artist, or I'm not a professional hairstylist. That is the reason I made my hair like this. Okay, I think that I'm looking very good right now in this video. I really do hope. Okay, so the last thing which now we should talk about is the interview process. What I thought about this interview, it resulted to be very much different of what I thought, that you know what, in this online interview there will be a panel of a lot many interviewers who will be watching me and they will be taking my interview, but everything turned out to be a lot much different. So they gave me this particular before I applied for this job position, I first of all, this was an unplanned interview, unplanned job for which I applied. It was just a random, I just applied it randomly, okay, because I never want to be a cabin crew. I never wanted to be a cabin crew because somewhere I'm having this phobia of not being in the flight, okay. So but still, just for the sake of my YouTube family members and a lot many cabin crew aspirants who wants to become a cabin crew, have a dream of flying, that is the reason I gave this interview today, okay, so that I can share my experience with you all, even if you're preparing for this job interview, right? So I never wanted to be a cabin crew, but I gave my interview for the sake of my YouTube family members. First thing. Second thing, this was an unplanned interview. I applied for this job position 2 months back, but they reverted back about this interview date and the process of this interview. Some days back they told me that I have to complete this interview process before the 3rd of August. They also told me this app to download from which I was supposed to give my interview, and then when I downloaded this app, I'm having an Android cell phone, so I uploaded this app from this from the Google Play Store, and a lot many steps were given over there that how you have to prepare for your interview, and I started practicing from that time, and I practiced once only. Let me be very honest, I practiced once. It didn't happen that I'm taking a lot much of time to practice, so I just practiced once, and some minutes back of starting that interview I just practiced once. The things that I basically focused on about the company, about that particular airlines, and why I want to accept this job position, why I want to become a cabin crew. These were the 2 questions that I basically focused on, and let me remind you, these questions were never asked. They didn't ask me about the company, they didn't ask me why I want to become a cabin crew, okay, but I will tell you the sort of questions they asked me. When I started that online video interview, the questions were coming, and then I was supposed to record my answer, like the way I'm talking to you all right now. I was supposed to record in the same way and then send that. It was a time bounded interview. There was time going on and I was supposed to record in that time. They also gave certain minutes to prepare also before starting that video, starting to record that video, okay. So the first question they asked me was if in your flight there is a passenger who doesn't have any knowledge about the language you speak, or if that person is not familiar to, like, if that person is not familiar to English, if that person is a non-spoken English person, then how will you deal with that person in the flight? If that person has asked you for any of the customer service, then how will you provide you that service to that person, because that person is not familiar to the language you speak? So how are you gonna deal in that situation? I gave my answer for that. And then the second question they asked me was if a tourist is visiting to your country, which are your favorite tourist spots you are gonna recommend to that person? Like how to tell you all, for example, if a person is visiting India, then which are the tourist spots that you're gonna recommend to that person for good photographs and, you know, for hangout and everything? So I told Taj Mahal in Agra, Red Fort, Qutub Minar, New Delhi, Kerala, Agra. These are good places to go. Rajasthan. So these are the cities name and historical monuments name that I took in that interview, right? The third question was it was where you were supposed to write. The question was why you want to work with XYZ Airlines, why you want to work with our airlines, and why we should hire you. Like why we should hire you and why you want to join our airlines, okay? What makes you the best of the best, why you should be hired. So these were the sort of questions that were asked, and you were I was supposed to write that answer in less than 250 words. So I wrote it again, thoroughly read it again, thoroughly. I read it twice before writing. I just prepared that, you know, these are the things that I'm gonna write, and then I just wrote my answer, and I just submitted it. Before submitting, do read it, okay? It was basically 5 questions were asked, okay? I'm again telling you, 5 questions were asked. The second question, or I maybe if I'm missing one question, then the last question was, I was supposed to record my full length video and send it. Means I'm having this tripod, thank you God that, you know, thankfully I'm having this tripod with me, and you know, I was standing and I was recording it. I recorded it and I just sent them, and it was like taking some time to for those answers to upload, and I just submitted it online, and then I got a revert back mail from that airline that, you know what, Shiny, we have received your questions, and we have received your interview video and answers and everything. Guys, I'm very much happy and I'm feeling satisfied somewhere that I gave this interview. I didn't skip this interview. अगर मैं चाहती तो इस इंटरव्यू को skip कर सकती थी, but मैंने ये इंटरव्यू दिया for the sake of my YouTube family members and all the cabin crew aspirants who wants to become a cabin crew, who wants to fly with an international airlines. I don't know whether I will get selected or I will get rejected. I have not even planned. I never planned for this interview, but मैंने बस ऐसे ही अप्लाई किया था, बट मुझे सीरियसली नहीं पता था कि दे विल मेल मी दैट कि वो मेरा इंटरव्यू लेंगे, ओके? और मैंने इसका इंटरव्यू दिया, फेस किया, यही मेरे लिए बहुत बड़ी बात है. आई डोंट नो वेदर आई विल गेट सिलेक्टेड और रिजेक्टेड. आई एम अगेन सेइंग दिस, but I did it for the sake of those cabin crew aspirants who have subscribed me. I did it for my YouTube family members who write me on Instagram, who mail me that, ma'am, please make videos for cabin crew aspirants also. I do post recruitment based videos, but I have never posted a video where I have faced or I've experienced any of the cabin crew interviews. I've never given my interview for any of the domestic airlines, but it was this time I gave my interview for an international airlines, and that is a very big thing for me. I really do hope that somewhere my viewpoints have satisfied you somewhere, and if you have any questions and queries, then you can simply ask me below my video. I'm always there to help you all. I will be just uploading this video for you all, and let's hope for the best. If I will get selected, I will let you know, and even if I will get rejected, I will let you know from my YouTube channel. And this was a lifetime experience. I'm gonna remember it for the rest of my life. Thank you so much.